basically questioning my integrity.
When you think that you know what the right decision is, you have to act on it.
What does Willie need to do? He needs to get out of here.
I'm Irish, we're stubborn.
Wonderful advantage, not making the playoffs 4 years in a row.
Gretzky scores! And the Los Angeles Kings defeat the Maple Leafs.
Running with the puck, running to Shaker! Tips in front, taking the set, puck comes free, score! Is bouncing into the net!
Back to Freddie Carlo, and it's tipped! My fourth line center strategy didn't work!
I'm not pussyfooting around like some guys.
This guy's such an idiot here.
All right, Toronto, we are back. And it's time for us to continue our year one off season with your Toronto Maple Leafs. Here at Free Agency, holy shit, it is hot down here. Here at Free Agency, and some big time decisions need to be made by your Toronto Maple Leafs. That's why I left it off in the video, or why I left it here in the last video. Re-signing, contract extensions, coaches, free agency, and I was reading your comments, and the first thing we'll talk about is Morgan Reilly, all right? Back when the Leafs were looking for a captain, a lot of people were suggesting that Morgan Reilly be chosen as the leader. He's the longest serving Leaf out of all these superstars. And when you look at all these guys, Mitch Marner, Austin Matthews, John Tavares, William Nylander, they all got their big-time contracts, and next year it's time for Morgan Reilly. And my goodness gracious, does he want to get paid. Now, I spent a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen, lots of time going through the league with the Twitch Scouts. There they are right now. The Twitch Scouts have actually been pretty good. They've given me some fan art as well, and if you're interested in giving me fan art, it's on our Discord. There's a whole chat. New faces, new places, ladies and gentlemen. We have to keep this in mind. PK Subban is now on Anaheim. Anthony DeTancamantha is on the Pittsburgh Penguins, although I think he's going to free agency now. Jonathan Taveser, the New York Rangers centerman. Captain Keith Yandel in the Boston Bruins, and Bobby Ryan going to the Nashville Predators. So if you guys are interested in sending any fan art, you can do it. It's a good way of adding to the storyline. I should have showed that before the playoff run, but it's set up now, all right? So we have our Twitch Scouts as well. We're going to go through the league and figure out exactly how we can put this team together, okay? So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to the coaching staff, because our future included Jade Beckett as our head coach. Now, we had her as our head coach to start the year, but that offense and defensive category, both C-minuses, that to me was not high enough. And I thought we're going to fail during the regular season. Even though we have chemistry, even though we have high overall players, I remember my Boston Bruins GM mode. I think coaches have a little bit too much power when it comes to the simulation. So we went with our old coach, Kaliko, just because he had the A overall, and he did get us to the playoffs. And once you're in the playoffs, the chemistry doesn't work as much. So the plan worked. But if you take a look, ladies and gentlemen, at the coaches that are available, there is this man, Eaton. He's also a forward coach. He's A-, and he has the offense and defense at A+ and A-. So a forward coach that, by the way, matches Jade Beckett. The exact same as Jade Beckett. Behind the net, carry, shoot, efficient, balanced, overload, carry, cycle, balanced. All right, so we can fast forward our Jade Beckett strategy. Keep Jade Beckett down as the AHL groomer, and then bring this guy in, Eaton, as the NHL head coach. So that's what we're going to do right now, ladies and gents. I'm going to go 8 years. I want to get this guy signed long term. Hey, what do you know? What do you say? More beta glitches. What the hell? Look at the Colorado Avalanche and the Detroit Red Wings font. It's spelled down. C-O-L-D-E-T. Why not just have the freaking... Oh, man. You know what? It's crazy. They add in a few new features for franchise mode, and the game is completely broken, man. And by the time they fix out all the glitches, a next gen will come around. They'll do the big reset once again, like NHL 15. Oh. All right, so let's go up to like $5 million. We want to make sure that Clifford Eaton, the forward stud of a coach, signs for us. All right. I think Jade Beckett's going to take a little bit too long. But the good thing about this is Jade Beckett's going to be our NHL head coach. Clifford Eaton could be our, Jade will be our AHL head coach. Clifford will be our NHL head coach. And it doesn't matter where we play a player, in the NHL or AHL, we're going to figure out their chemistry right away. So it'll be really good for young players to play in the AHL and then come right up to the NHL with Clifford Eaton. And the chemistry is going to be the exact same, all right? So there is the coaching decision. Kaliko, my man, for the second time in less than a year, I must fire your goofy ass, all right? You only got us to Game 5 against the Boston Bruins. Get the hell out of Toronto. There you go, all right? Kaliko has been fired again, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so I still got to get an associate coach. Got to get a goalie coach. And I got to get 2 associate coaches, essentially. So I might as well just try to get them now before any of the good ones get stolen. Associate coach. Might as well get like a generalist with some pretty good teaching. Teaching. Is there anybody like an A? Generalist. There you go. That's the one. Who is this? Jay McLennan. Jared McLennan. All right, buddy. I want you to sign for 8 years as well as my associate coach. We're locking these Leaf management. We're locking them in long term, ladies and gents. Come on, all the way up there. I'll pay you. You deserve it. You're going to be a stud in 8 years. There you go, buddy. Bang. All right, so we'll get Jared McLennan. And then I just need an AHL associate coach as well. It won't take very long. I need a generalist who also helps to grow. Teaching, because it's an AHL, might not be as good, so yeah, the B for teaching is fine. What are we, a generalist? Yep, there it is, 54. Who's this guy's name? Or this girl's name? Shouldn't have assumed the gender. Victor Afinasenkov. All right, my man. 8 years, because I hate working the coaching menus. Just signs that I don't have to worry about you for 8 more seasons. Get it done. There you go, AHL associate coach. Bang. Associate coach, and then the goalie coach. I think the goalie coach, you just go down to AHL associate or assistant. And I'm going to sort by, give me an A+ for teaching for goalie coach. Why not? There you go. Goalie, D-. I don't care. Vladimir Tikhonov, NHL goalie coach. Teach those goalies how to play. We're not going to be bringing in superstar goalies on this team. We got to get them better like Jan Bednar in Seattle. All right. There it is. All right, so the coaching decisions have been taken care of. We're going to wait on that. The scouts as well, even though scouts do not work in this game. I don't know why I'm even worrying about it. Yeah, it doesn't look like anyone's coming back. Did we lose any of our scouts from the NHL or AHL? Because that's the important one. Hang on. NHL, AHL. So we still have our 8 pro scouts that are in the United States of America, or North America, I should say. So that's the coaching thing taken care of. We have free agency, but before we go to free agency, now it's time for the contract situation. So, I've made the argument for Morgan Rielly, our defensive core, right? We are going to be parting ways with both Jake Muzzin and TJ Brodie. We're going to try to sign Morgan Rielly long-term. By doing that, our 6 defensemen are going to be Reilly, Ethan Bear, Gavrikov, Liljegren. We're not going to go into the future with Sandeen, all right? We already have 2 two-way defenders now in Lily and Reilly. The other 4 defenders that we need are 2 offensive and 2 defensive. We have 1 offensive in Brodie, and we have 1 defensive in Gavrikov. So we need to target an offensive defenseman and a defensive defenseman, okay? Other than that, up front, we have Marner, Matthews, and now with our new head coach, I'm going to go and sign Grigorenko to like a 7-year deal. Second line's going to be Tavares, Nylander, and Warren Fogle. Puljujarvi is going to play on the 3rd line. I got to find a center playmaker and a left wing or right wing power forward, although I can use Korshkov because he's coming up in the system and I could sign him long term. And then the fans, the Twitch scouts, wanted me to go for an all-grinder 4th line, which means that Ilya Mikheyev has become expendable on this team. I know, I thought that was crazy as well, but they want grinders for that 4th line. So I don't know if I'm going to move Ilya Mikheyev just yet. He might be able to play alongside of Puljujarvi on the 3rd line with a playmaker. I don't know how. We do know that Mikheyev does kill penalties as a 2-way forward with the new coach, although the new grinders might do a better job. So I think we'll have the cap space at least for a year before Morgan Rielly's contract extension kicks in. And speaking of that, let's take care of that right now, all right? Morgan Rielly, ladies and gentlemen. So the contract extension is going to kick in next year. So let's see how old I want to take him up to. He'll be 27 this year. Next year, he'll be 28. That'll be the 1-year deal. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. What do you guys think? What should we give him? I'll wait for these Twitch scouts to chime in. You know what? I'll even bring them up because we need to know, and I got to blow my nose, so hang on. Here's the problem, right, with a guy like Morgan Rielly. with the exact elite potential, if he keeps on playing first-line ice time, he could stay exact elite till 34, 35. And then remember how, like, Jake Bean wanted so much money? Like, I would, like, again, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. He'll still be a stud at 32. He'll be a stud at 33. I just don't know about the end of that year. 34, 35. 34. Yep, you guys are right. So we're going to go 7-year deal, all right? Because he wouldn't get that he wouldn't get an 8-year extension in free agency anyways. So we'll go 7 years, and because he wants an extension, I think I can save 15%. So we'll go down to 8,750 for Morgan Reilly, all right? If Morgan Reilly comes back and says he wants more money, then he's going to be trade bait. I don't know if it's going to be this free agency or what, but all I can afford to give him is 8,750 times 7. Makes sense because Pietrangelo just got 8 times 8. And I don't think Morgan Reilly's worth this much in real life, but in the game, he's exact elite, and he's about to become a 90 overall defenseman. So, yeah, I'm going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to do it. Thank you very much, Twit Scouts. 7 times 8.750 for Morgan Reilly. Bang! There it is, all right? So now that we've sent that contract offer extension, we want to move on from Brody and Muzzin. We have to, okay? So, let's do it. Me and the Twitch Scouts, we have already taken a look at a potential trade that we can make to the Calgary Flames, a team that is in the Western Conference, so we are not going to be hurting our chances of getting to the Stanley Cup Final. All right, you take a look at their team, and they pretty much have a good squad, but they didn't go anywhere in the playoffs this year, so looking to change it up a little bit. You look at their defensive core. Mark Giordano's got 1 more year. Noah Hannafin is the future. Tanev has still got 3 years left. Valimaki, Anderson, and then you got this guy Shillington, who's got 2 more years. So all the guys ahead of him have longer term. They're actually better overall, except for, well, Valimaki's got the high top 4, so he's going to get better. Anderson is kind of similar, but Anderson has been signed for 5 seasons. And you got this guy, Oliver Shillington. Now, I am looking for a bottom 6 offensive defenseman that could work on the power play. Now, I don't know about his scouting report, but asset management. This guy's 2 more years. He's a young guy. It's not like we're going to lose him for nothing. And I'm not taking a lot to take a chance here, all right? So if we go Shillington, what would the Calgary Flames like back the other way? Who did we say we were going to do, ladies and gents? Because if we're going to take one of their defensemen, we're going to give them a defenseman back. They didn't want Brody or Muzzin. They didn't want the veterans, all right? They wanted the youngins. Now, if we're holding on to Timothy Liljegren, it's got to be Rasmus Sandeen. And this is a rough one, ladies and gentlemen, but if we're holding on to Morgan Reilly, if we're holding on to Timothy Liljegren, Rasmus Sandeen all of a sudden is our 3rd two-way defender. That's not going to work out on this squad. We have to make some tough choices, and this is the one right here, all right? Rasmus Sandeen. So I'll show you guys what he did for us during the regular season. All right, 62 points in 76 games playing with the AHL Marlies. So he's certainly capable of dominating in the AHL, all right? I don't want to give them Dermott. He's not good enough. We have to give them some value here. So it would be Rasmus. Now, is there anything else that we can get coming back the other way? I was thinking of Sam Bennett. But the problem is you guys want grinders for the 4th line. I'm not playing him on the 3rd line because it's a 2-way forward. I want to see if we can find a playmaker for Puljujarvi. That would also help out the power play because we're stacking the 1st line power play. So I would love to get a playmaker. They're not going to part ways with this Dubé guy. So left wing, Mangiapane, no. Peltier, what's this guy? A prospect, left wing playmaker. Ooh, I don't know anything about him, but he's got 3 years left. Let me add him to the deal. Right wingers, Williams, but he's already 20 at 63. No, we're not going to do that. Defensemen, so they're still going to have Gio. They're still going to have Hannafin. They're still going to have Tanev. They're still going to have Anderson, Valimaki, and then Sandeen's going to be their 6th defenseman. They have Dunham coming up, so I'm not taking their defensive core. And they parted ways with Rittich, so they only have Markstrom now. Yeah, this is not bad. So what the hell happened to Peltier? Hang on. Peltier. All right, so let me see that. So Sandeen is the better defender. They're going to have to pay Shillington in 1 year. They have Rasmus Sandeen for another year, but an RFA. You can go bridge deal with him. Peltier, he's not on the lineup just yet. What do you guys think about this? It's just a straight up defensive for defensive trade. Our guy has a better ceiling, being a high top 4. He's also younger, and he's got a better contract situation than Shillington, whose contract comes up next year. Don't know if he's a UFA or what. And then Peltier. Interesting. Don't do it. Wait for Reilly. Well, we're going to wait for Reilly for Brody and Muzzin, right? Because those are the veterans right there. I like this trade. I like it. We got to make moves. I can't hold on to Sandeen forever. His value is nice and high. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to try it to see what happens. Trade accepted. I am happy to accept this proposal on behalf of the Calgary Flames, and we consider it a done deal. So what that did is it gave me my left-wing playmaker that could work out in the third or fourth line for us in the future, Peltier. If he doesn't, it's a trading asset, and it also gives me that offensive defenseman nice and cheap for the third defensive line. You effing goofski, horrible, trash deal. So be it. So be it. All right, so hang on a second. Where's Shillington? So Shillington's right there. He's a UFA. He's an RFA. It's even better. Okay. He's an RFA at the end of that contract, ladies and gentlemen. So we got ourselves, you guys may think that Shillington's a lot worse than Sandeen. Sandeen was not going to be moved up in the lineup at all. All right, and we got ourselves also Peltier. So now our defensive core is going to be Reilly, Bear, Shillington, Gavrikov, and Liljegren. We just got to find a defensive defenseman, but I can do that in free agency. So we still got to trade Dermott, Brody, and Muzzin away. Our forward core is going to be Marner, Matthews, Grigorenko, Tavares, Nylander, Fogle, Puljujarvi. We need to find a third-line center playmaker, ladies and gentlemen. We need a big-time third-line center playmaker. So, yeah, I got to get that guy signed. Proposed trade. Yeah, you know what? Now we might as well go back to find trade now. Horrible trade. What the F is that trade, dude? Hey, if you guys don't like it, so be it. You're going to have to wait and see how it plays out, all right? So we have Matthews and Tavares down the middle. I need like a third-line center playmaker, all right? Maligan is not good enough. We need a guy who can really get it done. Now, Jumbo Joe Thornton was good, but he's going to be dropping off. I don't think Robertson's going to be ready to go just yet. Center playmaker. What do you guys? Should I start playing Robertson, third line center playmaker, and get him going? Because you put him alongside of Puljujarvi, and then you just got to find a big time left wing power forward. Should I get him going? Nah, not yet. Yeah, the thing is, we do have the cap space now. I could get like a big time center playmaker. All right. So let's just see. What I can do is I'll find trade, try to find teams that want my big-time trading assets, and then once they approach me, I'll see if they have any center playmakers on that team that work out for us, all right? So Reilly, Muzzin, Brody. Brody's the big one. Brody's trade value went up this year. For anyone wondering why it's so high, you got to look at him as a stud defender. Here in Toronto, he just proved he could have a 52-point season with a plus 27. He's 31 with 3 years remaining on a $5 million deal. Very valuable in terms of what NHL teams are looking for. All right, so the Anaheim Ducks are looking to get him. They're willing to pay Jamie Drysdale and a 6. What the hell? The New York Rangers want him. They want to trade Buchnevich. I don't think they have a center playmaker, so that's not going to happen. They want to trade Misha Starkin as well. All right. And then this guy, Gunther, from the Vegas Golden Knights. Well, I want to take a look at Jamie Drysdale and the Anaheim Ducks here, all right? Now, there's going to be a lot of people saying, why the hell would they trade away Jamie Drysdale? You got to look at the Anaheim Ducks as like a true cup contender. They just won the President's Trophy in this universe, right? And they have a pretty good defensive core, and they have a good goaltender. So, you know, they're thinking they want to win right now. Show you guys. John Gibson, 27 with 6 years left. All right, you look at their defensive core. Shattenkirk, Lindholm, Fowler, Manson, Subban, Gooley. But they do have, like, Subban's only 1 year left. Manson's only 1 year left. For them to be able to bring in a left-handed two-way defender with 3 years left, that is nice for them. But I don't see ourselves having any benefit with Jamie Drysdale. I'll tell you why. He's 74 overall. He's not going to help us out this year. He might help us out next year, but then he's only got 2 years left on a minor league contract. You get him for maybe a year as a good defender, and then you have to pay him like $9 million. So we're hurting ourselves for 2 years, and then you're hurting your cap. It just doesn't work out. You know what I mean? If he's already good, then yeah, I'd trade for him, but that's gonna hurt us. So I don't want to give you Drysdale, but if you want TJ Brody, what about your center core? You got Getzlaf, you got Henrique. What about Sam Steele? Is there any way you'd want to give up Sam Steele? He works in the forward line number 2. I could throw him in there. He's their one young center of the future, though. Henrique, Getzlaf, Heinen. What about this guy, Ludstrom? Playmaker. Doesn't fit on any scheme, but that's for Christopher Kaliko. Already 78 overall. And then Morand, playmaker. Oh. Okay. I don't think I could get Steele, but what about Ludstrom and Morand? All right. Forget the draft pick. I want some center depth that might turn into a center playmaker for me in the future. TJ Brodie for, I mean, you're giving up some depth, but you're not giving up the roster, and you're keeping Sam Steele. What do you guys think? Am I fleecing them, or like what's going on? Getzlaf to the third line, yeah, but he's their captain. He's gonna stay. Henrique is like their vet. I could see Sam Steele being their next big center, and then the same thing with Dayton Heinen. If they're gonna get TJ Brodie, they got to give me something. I don't want a defenseman. They're not giving me a goalie. No fleece, red light. All right, so why is it a red light? What am I doing wrong? Need a goalie? No, I got Korpisalo in the net. We're good there. Drysdale or Steele? Why would they want to give up Steele though? You guys are okay with me getting Steele? You don't think that's a fleece? You guys are okay with that? I thought you guys would be like, no, the hell, that's you're fleecing them, Johnny. Get Steele. Get draft picks. Get Steele. The Ducks got him with a Leafs pick. Get Steele. All right, people are saying that I should go for Sam Steele. Let me take a look at his numbers. He's a good face-off man. What did he do for Anaheim last year? Only 43 points plus 17. So he's not like he's going off. Face-off percentage above 50. He's taking the puck away more than he's given it. Okay. I'd love to get myself Sam Steele. They both have 3 years left. I just thought that I'd be fleecing them by taking one of their centers. So let me just look at this again. Henrique, Getzlaf, Heinen, Ludstrom. They still have the young center of the future right there. Okay. And then let's say I'd have to give them something back as well. Skaters matching the block. What else would you guys want to make this trade a little, just to make me feel like I'm not fleecing them? No. Vertanen, I'm going to wait on you. Bear, no. Malgin, there it is. A center playmaker. So it's a little bit of a step back, but they still get, there it is. An RFA Malgin. So they get their center. It's a step back from Sam Steele. They pick up their defender of the future. They get the RFA Malgin, and bang, there it is. All right, so they're getting their roster. Now, because they're also a President's Trophy winning team, their draft pick should not be very heavily weighted. So give me a third and give me a second back as well. Brody's a stud. Malgin, no, the second's too much. Two thirds. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, what do you think about that trade? Brodie, who's a stud, 3 years left. All right, Steele, who's the young guy for us, 3 years left. They get Malgin, and then we get 2 draft picks. Remember, they're a President's Trophy winning team, and they have $10 million of cap space that they could use in free agency. I think it's fair, ladies and gentlemen. Get a first. Jeez. Let me just think this through my head. Brodie and Steele, that's even. That's an even trade. Then Malgin, no, I'm not getting a first, guys. Get a second at least. All right. So instead of the 2/3, then I'll take the second from next year. All right. Sam Steele and a second for Brodie and Malgin. Will it go through? Trade accepted. Well, this is an absolute no-brainer for us here in Anaheim. I'm going to accept this deal before you change your mind about it. Bang! There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Brodie is a stud in this universe. Yeah, but that could change real quickly. I got myself my third-line center of the future. Nice and cheap, too. I like that. I thought you guys would think that I was fleecing them going for Sam Steele. I was ready to go for Ludstrom and that other guy. Johnny Dubas, man. Well, you guys can say what you want. I'm working with the salary cap right now. So, you got Matthews, Tavares, and Steele down the middle now. Oh, hell yes. I like that. And he's an RFA. Woo! So, Shillington and Steele, welcome to the Leafs. Nice and cheap, nice and young. All right, RFAs at the end of it. So, we got the center core. Let me just look at the forwards. We got Marner, we got Matthews, got to get Grigorenko, Tavares, Nylander, Fogues, Steele, Puljujärvi, and now if I could find a power forward, oh yeah, shit, I got Korshkov. Yeah, I got Korshkov. Now I just need the fourth line grinders, and I need to get the defensive defenseman in free agency. So I got Reilly, Muzzin's got to go, Bear, Shillington, Dermott's got to go, Gavrikov, and Lilly. All right, good. Got it. So now let's see what we can get for Jake Muzzin, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't have any more roster players that I want to target. Maybe like a power forward. But other than that, I think what we want now is draft picks, all right? So Jake Muzzin, let's see what he's got. Find a trade on the open block. What do you guys like? Oh, man, the friggin' Anaheim Ducks want defenseman, dude. Morin, Giroux, no. Oh, there's a lot of teams that want Jake Muzzin. To the Dallas Stars for 2 seconds. Very interesting. Whitney, top 6. All right, so we're definitely getting some prospects in there if we want. A second and a third from Philly. If there's a player that I recognize, ooh, a goalie for 1 year. Interesting. He still has his exact elite. So even if he drops, he's going to have his exact starter. He might drop down, but he's got that poise of 90. Bit expensive. Yeah, but it's only a 1 year. Hang on, have they signed him to an extension? Hang on a second. Fleury. No extension. Okay, it's an interesting one. Now, there are some goalies in free agency, right? I just wanted to, it's interesting. Let me back out. Muzzin. Damn it. Where are you, Muzzin? There you go. Send him back out there. Hang on 1 second, ladies and gents. All right. What trade were we at? Vegas, right? So hang on. Let me just go back to Vegas. So we got Marc-Andre Fleury. Seacart. Is that a power forward? Hang on. That might be a power forward. 66 overall, 19 years of age. Power forward in the second round. It's just, you're talking about waiting a long time for that guy. So I might as well just go for draft picks, because trading assets come to trade deadline. Nah, I don't like that. You can't just go 66 overall. That's like 3-4 years you're waiting for that guy. Unless you get him playing right away, but that's going to hurt you. I think we just go for draft picks, to be honest. Yeah. All right, so it's about trading Muzzin to a Western Conference team and getting 2 draft picks back. So Winnipeg, a second and a third. 2 seconds from Dallas. There we go. Dallas. How about Dallas? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Dallas Stars, the team with what's it called? With the Western Conference Championship under their belts now. So they have Klingberg, they have Heiskanen, they have Lindell, and then Muzzin would slot right in there. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Do they have the cap space? They have tons of cap space available. Do they have any RFAs that they need to sign? Let me see their RFA situation. They got to get Rupe Hintz. Ooh, that's a big one. They got to get Dickinson. That's not bad. Is there a team with a little bit easier of a cap situation than, than the Dallas Stars? The Dallas Stars are a good one because I can trade them to the Western Conference, so I do like that. Hang on, let me just try it again. I wish when you backed out, it just went back to the trade screen. Damn. All right, Dallas. Philly, no. I'm not trading to Philly. Pittsburgh, no. Vegas, second and a third. I get 2 seconds from Dallas. Dallas is giving me the most value. Second and a third. Yeah, it's got to be Dallas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to the Dallas Stars. Back to the Western Conference for you, Jake Muzzin. I can't afford to hold on to you for another year because if you drop and I can't move that 5.6, we are screwed. So, 2 seconds to the Dallas Stars. Bang! Jake Muzzin is Gonzo Alonzo, ladies and gentlemen, loading up assets for the next season. All right, so Corpusalo, yeah. Defenseman. Oh, I'm in the trade screen. Hang on a second. All 3 trades you made were worse than the Kadri trades. Maybe. We'll see when the regular season starts, all right? Remember, I'm GM Superb, man. I'm paid to make the hard choices. You guys aren't paid to understand them. You'll understand them when we're hosting the Stanley Cup. So we got Reilly, we got Bear, we got Shillington, we got Gavrikov, we got Liljegren. We need that 5th defenseman. Travis Dermott and Virtanen. They're the ones getting traded next. All right? Fine trade. Dermott. Let's just send him somewhere, cut him off the team, make it nice and easy for everybody. Dermott, where you want to go, buddy? He accepted a qualifying offer, so it's only a 1 year, $1.8 million deal. Who wants you? Calgary, no, trade him to the Western Conference. There you go. Chicago, a 3rd and a 5th. I will take it. Bang! Travis Dermott traded to the Chicago Blackhawks for some draft picks. We got to free up that cap space right there, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, we got Reilly, we got Bear, we got Shillington, we got Gavrikov, we got Liljegren. So there's our 5 defensemen. Looking a little bit weak right now, but they're going to grow. Don't worry. Marner, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander, Fogle, Virtanen. You're being replaced in the first line. Can't afford to pay you. What can I get for Virtanen? A second. No, I'm not trading you to Boston. To hell with that nonsense. Detroit, no. Minnesota. I get a second and a third from the Rangers, second and a fourth from you, second and a fourth from Pittsburgh, second and a fourth from Vegas. That's the one. Second and a fourth from Winnipeg. Vegas or Winnipeg? Who do you think is going to have a worse season? Vegas or Winnipeg, ladies and gentlemen? Winnipeg's got probably Vegas. I'm going to pick Vegas. Second and a fourth from Vegas for Jake Virtanen. Bang! There it is. All right. So Marner, Matthews, Tavares, Nylander, Fogle, Sam Steele, Puljujärvi, Mikheyev. I think we might as well hold on to Mikheyev just in case. I do need can I trade him? I don't even know if I can trade him. Mikheyev. 2.5 million. See what I mean? Like, if he drops, I'm going to have that on my team for another few years. Boss, you know what? I'll hold on to you, Mikheyev. Injuries may happen. I don't know if grinders are going to work out on the fourth line. So hold on to you for right now. I got to get Joey Anderson signed. We got Korshkov. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think I have traded everybody away that we know does not have a future here in Toronto. We have Matthews, we have Marner, Tavares, Nylander, Reilly, Fogle, Steele, Bear, Puljujärvi, Mikheyev, Shillington, Gavrikov, Liljegren, Anderson is an RFA, Patan. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. All right, it's coming together. It's coming together, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming together. Now, what we want to make sure that we do is get these big guys signed. All right, so Joonas Korpisalo, I'm believing in Corpse. How much does he want? 8 years is way too much for him. So, his 27th year. This is an extension, so that'd be his 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st. Yeah, 31st, 4 times 4. So I'll have him for the next 5 years. All right, there it is for Joonas Korpisalo. Nice and cheap. I'll be able to trade him if I need to. Wall. I don't need to sign you to an extension just yet. Defenseman. All right, Timothy Liljegren. We talked with all the Twitch scouts. All right, and we are going to pay this guy give him long term. We're going to pay him just because we know that this guy is going to grow. And let's get him locked up right now because I've seen some players asking for like 7, 8, 9 million. Look what Reilly just asked for. Puljujärvi wants like 10 mil. All right, so I'm going to go 8 times 5.5. Can I get that? I don't want to piss him off. Hang on. Down by 0.3. 6.9. Yeah, you're just on the brink. I think I could get that. Yeah, I could get that. All right, so 8 times 5.5 for Timothy Liljegren. All right, and that now will give Reilly at 8.7, Bear at 4.2, Shillington 2.4, Gavrikov 1.8, and Lilly at 5.5. So you can see with Shillington and Gavrikov, that's where we're saving the money so that we can pay Reilly, Bear, Lilly, and then a cheap defenseman in free agency, all right? Now, the forward core, Puljujärvi wants to get a contract extension, but hell no, I'm not. No. He's still going to be an RFA. We got him for another year. I'll see what happens there. I don't know what I'm going to do with my third line. But no, we're not going to do that. And Korshkov, I would love to sign Korshkov, but I can't sign him until after January 1st, right? Okay. It's all coming together, ladies and gentlemen. It's all coming together. What is Puljujärvi asking? It's like asking for like 8 mil. I don't know why, man. The game is crazy when it comes to value right now in contracts. I got to work on that. All right, so our cap space now, we have $16.4 million of cap space. The first thing that we're going to do, I said I had a plan. We need a backup for Joonas Korpisalo. We're not going for Binnington. We're not going for Anderson. I thought the veteran Henrik Lundqvist would be a beauty, but no, we need somebody for the locker room. Chemistry. Oh, Jim Reimer. He's coming back for another year, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to win him a freaking Stanley Cup with our Toronto Maple Leafs. All right, 1 year at, we'll go down to 1.85. 1.8, there you go. All right, Jim Reimer. He's coming back to Toronto, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Defenseman. Now, what did we need? We needed that defensive defenseman. Somebody that I'm not going to pay. Dougie, not going to pay Dougie. He might have worked, but I don't know, and I didn't want to take a chance on Dougie. We have Liljegren, Reilly, we have Bear, and we're taking a chance on Shillington, who's a lot cheaper, and asset management. I can easily move on from him. So two-way. Offensive defenseman, defensive defenseman, Hjalmarsson, no. We had our eyes on a defensive defenseman. There he is, Merrill. It was Merrill, right? John Merrill, who works on the third defensive pairing of Christopher Kaliko. I'm thinking that he's going to work out on our team, so I'm going to give him a 1 year. All right, 1 year. I want to make sure I get him. I want to make sure I get him. 1 year at $5 million. All right, make sure it's only 1 year, not 7 years. 1 year, $5 million. There you go. And that's going to lock up our defensive core. Next thing we need is to get our first liner of the future. And hang on. One thing I got to do. I think we're on a 7-year contract extension because when I signed Fogle, it was an 8-year deal because we had his rights. I just want to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. All right. So any free agent that I want to lock up long term goes for 7 years, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. That's what I do here in Toronto. I give guys cheap ass contracts and then I build them up and then I trade them. Right wingers, where are you? Grigorenko, you are getting the chance to play. He rode the pine for us the entire year. How much you want? Ooh, all right, my man. You can get paid the exact same as Warren Forbes. 7 times 1.750. There you go, buddy. You won't have to worry about getting a job. Now what we need is those Senna grinders. Go down the list. Grinder. Where the hell are you? Oh, Jesus. 36. No. There we go. I thought I had another grinder ahead of him because we did some pre-scouting. Did we not? Oh, I'm sorting by. That's why I'm sorting by salary. I got to sort by overall. Hang on. Where are you? Grinders. There you are. 27. Cedric Paquette. All right, so I'll get Paquette signed. 1 year, 2.150. Sure. Who else we got? I need a bunch of these goofballs so that it works out for us. Don't know how to pronounce his name. You guys will help me out. Chahara? Kara? 2.2. There you go. Left wings. Grinder. Power forward, 26. Adam Ernie. I have Korshkov, but nah. I got Korshkov. We're fine. I got to get these grinders signed first and see what the whole situation is. Matt Pileski and Matt Martin. All right, I'll try you both out. Might as well get like 6 of them. The AHL can have a 4th line grinder line as well. 1 year, 1.3. There you go. That's 4. And then we just got to get right wingers. Grinder, 35. Nah, he's going to... Troy Brower's going to drop. Archibald. Oh, hell yeah. 23 years of age. Giovanni Smith, the ace in the holes, brother. Yes. All right, Giovanni, you're playing in the NHL as a freaking grinder. And Sabrin, yeah. Austin Matthews, he's not going to like that we just signed this guy. All right, so there are all the grinders signed. I have my, I could use a 3rd line center playmaker, though. I really could. Really could. I just don't know how much money we're going to have left over. There are some good, like Wenberg. Like, I'll pay a 1-year deal with one of these guys just to try it out. Galchenyuk. All right, so we have to advance the days and see how much, what our cap space is and how many roster players we have signed, all right? So we have our grinders, the ace in the hole 2.0. We got, hopefully, Morgan Reilly signed. We traded away all of our fat. We got our new coach. Let's advance the day, finally, all right? Breaking news! The Toronto Marlies have fired head coach Pierre Jelena. The Toronto Marlies. Oh, yeah, I did do that, didn't I? Hang on, stop simulation. Are the coaches... Hang on, did I leave room for the coach to sign? My heart just dropped a little bit. Hang on. Yeah, the head coach is... Yeah. I was like, what? I didn't get rid of Jade Beckett. He fired my AHL head coach and replaced him with Jade Beckett. All right, so let's advance the day here. No, nothing on day number 2. Oh, my fucking God! Are you kidding me? Oh... I offered this guy like 8 years. All right, so we're going to have to kill a year before we get friggin' Eaton back. Oh, my God. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. All the decisions I just made. All the coaching decisions I just made out the friggin' door. All right. Oh. We told you, you goof. Yo, is Kalisto still there? Kalisto, I need you back, buddy. I need you back. All right, hang on. There might be... NHL head coach. There might be like another forward. None. Oh, I'm going to have to go Kaliko for another year. All right. Well, that's all right. As long as I get to the playoffs, we're fine. Has he changed anything? No. Overload behind the net? No. Pinch cycle. At least he's got my defensive. What about NHL assistant head coach? Any forwards? Like a B-? Yeah, but the problem is those 2 C's for the even strength. That's going to kill us. We need like B's at least. Nope. Garbage. AHL head coach? Any B's? No. We're stuck. All right. So we got screwed. That's all right, Kaliko. I need you back, buddy. I'm going to give him the year length that he wants. Holy shit, these coaches. They're crazy. So year 2, the strategy has just changed. Don't worry, we can always find another forward coach once they get fired, and we can continue to groom Jade Beckett. The important thing is that we make the playoffs. So we already know that with Christopher Colicchio, with this lineup, we can get these guys working. It's just not maximizing. That's okay. That's okay. So no, I gotta get Colicchio. We have to get Colicchio. Hang on. Colicchio's on Johnny's hook. Man, I fired this guy twice, and now I'm trying to rehire him twice in the last 365 days. This is hilarious. Oh my God. That one choice by the coach just screwed up my whole plan. That's crazy. Well, that's part of being a general manager here. So 4 years, NHL head coach, $8 million per Christopher Colicchio. You better freaking accept that, or we're going to just have to go with Jade Beckett. She's going to have to find a way to make it work, man. That would be rough stuff. All right, so let's advance some more days and see what happens here. Jared McClellan, that is the associate coach for the NHL. Good. Nothing. Advancing day. Jim Reimer, he's coming back to Toronto for 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. Mikhail Grigorenko, 7 times 1.750. All right. Korpisalo, 4-year extension times 4. John Merrill, 1 year. Juji Kahara, 1 year. Cedric Paquette, 1 year. Giovanni Smith, 1 year. Timothy Liljegren, 8 times 5.5. That's a big signing right there. Matt Bolesky, 1 year. Matt Martin, 1 year. Sabarin, 1 year. And now we're just waiting on the big man. Colicchio is back. All right, Colicchio. All right, you might be able to win a Stanley Cup, and boom, there it is. Morgan Reilly has extended with the Toronto Maple Leafs, ladies and gentlemen, for 7 years. Beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at our contract situation. I know what you guys are saying. Trust me, I can already feel your anger. But this is good asset management, all right? So we have Korpisalo now as our goalie. We just have to have a good season with him, and he will jump. Morgan Reilly now signed long-term, ladies and gentlemen, all right? And for next season, we got Reilly, Bear, Merrill, Shillington, Gavrikov, and Liljegren. I'm telling you, that is a good defensive core. Reilly's going to continue to grow. Bear's going to grow. Merrill is just a guy that we got right now. I'm hoping that we can grow Shillington. Gavrikov and Liljegren are all going to grow. All right, but we're paying them nice and cheap right now. We got these guys signed. Oh, yeah. So with the big Reilly contract, we even it out with the Bear and Gavrikov contract. Then Liljegren is in there, and then we just got to work out. Shillington might only stay on our team for 2 years, and then I find another young offensive defenseman because he's a RFA. Merrill's there, but I like it. And then the forward core, Marner, Matthews, and Grigorenko. Tavares, Nylander, Fogle, although that changes now because of the coach. Sam Steele, Pulya Harvey, and then we have the bunch of guys. All right. And we have $6.9 million of cap space available, ladies and gentlemen. Pretty good. So I think I need some, like, depth. Injury depth. Yeah. I'm going to need some injury depth on the point. And then forwards. I'm going to need, like, a power forward in there, sniper, and a playmaker. So let's get, like, 2 defensemen and then 3 forwards just as depth. And then we'll take it to the regular season. All right? So free agents. Who do you guys want as depth? Who can we bring back as depth? I need 2 defensemen. Nice and cheap, all right? Nice and cheap. Guys who can come up and down through the AHL. None of these guys were making more than like $2 million. No. Here we go. All right, name it. Defensive defenseman. A little bit much, though. Is there anyone cheaper? I'm talking about like 1.2. There you go. 1.2 for TVR. 1.8 for 1 year. I just want like a 1 year deal, though. Kulikov. Irwin. Mark Stahl. Here we go. 2-way defensive defenseman. Mueller, defensive defenseman, 78 overall. I will take you. All right. 1 year, $1 million. And now I just got to find like an offensive defense, or even like a 2-way, to be honest. Uyghur, Madison Bowie. There you go. Give me somebody who's got some youth and maybe can grow. 1 year, 2-way deal. All right. So there are my 2. I can also maybe get an offensive defenseman if he's down here. Tim Heed. Oh, hell yes. All right, so there are 3 defenders that we're going to go for. Now we just need some forward depth. All these guys are way too expensive, way too expensive, way too expensive. Jumbo Joe Thornton as a third-line playmaker. Did I get that third-line playmaker yet? I got to get the depth, so hang on. Let me get the depth first. Like Lehkonen, sniper at 26. Yeah, try you out. 1.5. Raffle Playmaker, 23. Lizette, yeah, I'll try you. There you go. Lehkonen and Lizette, and then I just need like a two-way. Lowry? No, I'll wait on that. Sam Steele, all right, I did get one right. Yeah, Sam Steele, right, I did. Yeah, you guys are right, sorry. And then the last but not least is just the RFA Joey Anderson. I just got to give him like a 1-year contract. He's another depth player for us. Yep. Joey, 1 year, 1 times 1.1. There you go. And that should be it, ladies and gentlemen. So let's advance to preseason. Let's see if all these guys sign. And then we can do some line changes and actually do a month or two of simulation in this video, all right? Hang on. Lizette is on the team, and Lehkonen is on the team. Joey Anderson's on the team. Tim Heed's on the team. Madison Bowie's on the team. Mirko Mueller's on the team. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your Year 2 Toronto Maple Leafs are ready to go. The only thing that we didn't get was the head coach. That's the only thing that I did not get. But we still have like $6 million of cap space available. Beautiful. We have our goalies. We have our defensemen, and with the cap space, I can make some trades because now, after all those movements that we made that you guys did not agree with, we did acquire some nice pieces that come the trade deadline we can use. Take a look at our draft pick situation now. We have the first from our team. We have the Dallas Stars second. We have 2/3 now. Next year, we have Anaheim second, Dallas is second, our second, Vegas is second. We have some movement now at the trade deadline to continue to add to this team. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us jump to preseason to see how this team looks on paper. Okay, Toronto, year number 2, preseason. I've already spent some time going through all the line changes with the Twitch Scouts. We're going to get a month or two of simulation done just so you guys can see what's happening with our team. We have Kaliko as our head coach. Jade Beckett is our AHL head coach. Unfortunately, we didn't get the fast-forwarded Jade Beckett style head coach to join our squad. But as soon as these turn into Bs, we can bring up Jade Beckett, or if another head coach gets fired that has the exact same forward traits, then we can absolutely go for that, all right? But Kaliko, it's not a bad thing. Even though we won't maximize our chemistry, he should still get us to the playoffs, all right? So the lines are very similar. We got Warren Fogle, Austin Matthews, William Nylander at a +3. Nylander grew. Matthews is a 92. Fogel's an 84. That line should be even better this season. Mitch Marner's a 92. John Tavares is a 90. And Mikhail Grigorenko right there, ladies and gentlemen. So both Warren Fogle signed for another 7 years at 1.5, and Mikhail Grigorenko signed for another 7 years at 1.5. That's what I needed to bring alongside of our top guys. All right, it's absolutely beautiful. Sam Steele is going to be our third-line center of the future. He doesn't fit there, but remember, we still have to get that new head coach. But it gives me a +1, and when we get to the playoffs, it's an 84 overall player. It's better than Joe Thornton. Mikheyev is in there. I could always mix and match. And then the fourth line, instead of two-way forwards or grinders, because grinders did not work with this head coach, they will work with the next head coach. I just decided to go with a sniper, playmaker, power forward combination. It's a weak fourth line, but we have cap space, we have assets. I can always make some changes if I feel the need to. But I'm okay with going into the season with that fourth line. Defensively, now we can mix and match here a lot. I was thinking about going Gavrikov and Bear on the first line just so we get that +5. But we can go Morgan Reilly and John Merrill just to start the season. See if they perform well. If they do, then that will allow us to help grow Gavrikov and Bear at a +5 on the second, and Shilly and Lilly on a +3 on the bottom 6. And yes, good news. Shillington gets a greens. He's the exact same as Ethan Bear, so he's going to work with the new coach as well. So the defensive core is actually looking really good. Special teams, we have not stacked up one power play line just yet, but we got all of our main guys going. Pulya Harvey's in there even. Grigorenko. Warren Fogle is not, but Fogle's getting first line ice time, so he's fine. Penalty kills looking a little bit weak. Remember, we need the new head coach. But we're going to go with our big guns, Tavares and Matthews. I'm not going to have the penalty kill be the worst thing about our team this year again, so I'm just going with the big-time players. And then the extra attackers, pretty straightforward. Matthews, Marner, Tavares, Nylander throughout the board. Matthews and Tavares, the extra attackers, and then the shootout lineup. And in the net, Jonas Korpisalo with James Reimer, ladies and gentlemen. All right, and then the AHL squad, I should have shown you that. We have all of our top prospects playing, but it's a bit of a mess right now, right? Because we have all these grinders as well, like Matt Martin, Bolesky. And just to show you guys, right? If I go like Matt Martin down here, Giovanni Smith, right there, and then like this is like not even a center. I get a +3, right? And that's grinders, and that's not even a center grinder that's in the right spot. Matt Bolesky might even be the guy. Let's see if I throw Matt Bolesky. There you go. You got your +5. So this is the head coach that we're going to have for next season. We can have an all-grinder fourth line, ladies and gentlemen, and it can be fantastic for us. But unfortunately, that head coach went to the Detroit Red Wings, even though I overpaid him. I think it was the years. I should just offer the coaches whatever years length they want because they did not re-sign, and we took a step back for that. But our roster still looks strong. I still feel like we are going to be a playoff team. A lot of Twitch scouts are angry at me for the trades. Rasmus Sandeen gone, but like I said, I'm the general manager of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I've been hired to make some tough choices, and we're off to year number 2, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go. Let us start the simulation and see what the first month holds for your new look Toronto Maple Leafs for year number 2. I'm hoping that we can have a much better season for one reason. I don't care if we win the Presidents. I want to make sure that we make the playoffs, right? But I'd love to have a good season for one reason, Korpisalo. If Korpisalo could have a good year, we only signed him to a 4-year extension, so he's got this year. And then starting next year, the extension kicks in. So starting right now, we have him for a good 5 years, ladies and gentlemen, all right? So if he can have a good year and grow to 85, grow to 86, that's going to be what we need. If he stays at 83 overall, then I might want to move on from him. But we're taking a chance, all right? So here we go. Opening nights up against the Montreal Canadiens, and we lose 5-1. Oh my God. On front of our home ice fans after getting beat by Boston, and Timothy Liljegren goes down with a concussion, ladies and gentlemen. Not good. So I'll replace him. Injuries have already hit us, but we beat the Anaheim Ducks. There you go, up against TJ Brody. Oh, no, we didn't trade Brody to the Canucks, right? Who did we trade? No, we did. Who did we trade Brody to? Yeah, it was the Canucks for Sam Steele. Yeah. Philip Hallander's been injured with the sore shoulder. That would be the AHL team. I'm going to replace the player right there. All right, so we lose the first game of the season, but then we answer back with 3 in a row in regulation. Make that 4 in a row in regulation. Perhaps it was Timothy Liljegren. Lily, the rookie, he's not ready to go just yet, but I want to throw him back in there because we do want to get him playing. All right, so the good news is that when Lily goes out, Madison Bowie goes in. He works out on the 3rd defensive pairing, so we have the chemistry where we need it to be. Timmy, you're going to go right back in there. All right. So Madison Bowie's a good little chemistry player for us on this team. And that's the good thing about Kaliko. He doesn't maximize the chemistry in the areas that we want, but he's right there on two-way forwards and two-way defensemen. So it's actually a really good coach. One of our players in the AHL broke his nose. All right, so I'll replace the player. Don't worry, my man. It's part of hockey. Philip Hallander is back. I'm just going to continue until the other guy comes back as well. It's Hallander and Agachutsentsev. And I might as well just do this myself, yeah. All right, did we lose another guy to an injury, or is it the AHL team? NHL, AHL. All right, so they're back. So I think it was Casilla. I take out for Agarchuchensev, and Juju Kara I bring in for Hallander. There you go. This guy, they're the 2 medium top 6 forwards. We want to make sure that they're getting some ice time down there. Even if they're not performing well, I got to make sure that they are getting that ice time. Oh my God, he broke his nose again. What the hell? Are you hunting the puck down? Sniffing it or something? You got to use your eyes, buddy, not your nose. My goodness, replace player. The guy's going to have a freaking misshaped nose. Oh, it's twice in like a week or 2. That's got to be so painful. All right, so we're done the first month of simulation. 8-4-0 your Toronto Maple Leafs. So you can make what you want out of that. Austin Matthews' goal per game. So let's take a look at the individual player stats and the team stats. See where we're playing well, see where we're not playing well, and then we can make our decision. Holy shit. Oh, I thought they were going to be 21-10-1 all. I was like, what? There's no way they played that many games, though. Buffalo scoring over 4.5 goals for per game. Toronto's over 3.5, so that's real good for us. Power play percentage. Our power play is killing it. So splitting up the power play is always a good bet. Man, I don't know what it is. I can't get a good penalty kill for the life of me, dude. This Toronto Maple Leafs squad just does not like killing off penalties. How does the Florida Panthers have a... Oh, it must be the goaltender. It must be. I mean, yeah, it must be. It must be goaltending. Oh, well. Oh well, got to deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. Goals against, player stats. So it's the same story as last year. We're great during the regular season. We're great for scoring goals. The penalty kill is weak. Matthews with 18 points, Tavares with 15, Marner with 15, Nylander with 11, Warren Fogue, 7 goals, Grigorenko, 8 points in 12 games played, Puya Harvey, Sam Steele's a -9. The third line's not really getting it done. Interesting. Might have to look into that. Defensively, Morgan Reilly's a +10, so the second line's actually a little bit slow, and the third line. So Morgan Reilly and Merrill are playing just fine. We don't need to change the lines at all, and, what the... Jim Reimer! 5-0. What the fuck, Corpusalo? Jesus. 852 Sabres. I just gave you a $4 million extension over 4 years, and that's the kind of season you start with? Alright, maybe it was just coincidence. Maybe it was just coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. Find a third-line power forward for Sam Steele. Oh, okay. Well, we might as well continue the simulation, because the game will automatically scout players, that are on teams that we match up against, right? So we just scouted the Ottawa Senators. We just scouted the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm pretty sure it works like that. All right, take your bets. You think he's going to be breaking his nose again? I'm going to throw him right in there. I don't give a shit. I want to see. Dude, broken nose. They should update his picture in this. Somebody give me some fan art for Stur Agertrunsonsev. His nose, man. Poor nose. All right, so let's continue. Will he break it? There's an AHL game. Oh, he looks like he's going to be okay. One more game. He should be all right. So the broken nose has healed itself, ladies and gentlemen. That's a success story for our boy. No! The ace in the hole 2.0 goes down with an injured hammy. Oh! That's all right. So your Toronto Maple Leafs are pretty much on autopilot. That's right. I am the best. I am the genius. Everybody in the Twitch Scouts was making fun of me for the trades that I made. Yeah, what now, ladies and gentlemen? What now? Salary cap under control. Future locked in. Still at the top of the league. How the F is this team winning? Because we have a bona fide head coach. We have bona fide stars at +3. You guys don't know how the simulation engine works. I do! I got the blueprint down. That's why we want Morgan Reilly, the stud two-way defender that you mix in with your offensive defenseman and defensive defenseman at +5. Friggin' Austin Matthews is a stud goal scorer. How would this team not be winning? What are you guys on? What are you guys on about? 84, 92, 89 +3. 80, 90, 92 +3. 84, 83, 81 +1. 80, 80, 78 +1. Oh yeah, that's horrible. 88, 82, 0. 80, 82 +5. 82, 81 +3. Oh yeah, that's horrible. You guys are crazy. I know what I'm doing. It's just when we get to the playoffs and we have to face off against Boston Bruins. Oh, hopefully we don't have to face off against them again. So player stats. Let's see who's doing what. All right. Forwards. So Austin Matthews, 37, he's getting it done. Marner getting it done. Tavares getting it done. Willie Nee getting it done. Grigorenko getting it done. Warren Fogue's getting it done. Third line's a little bit weak. Might want to replace Mikheyev, although he is on the penalty kill for us, all right? Korshkov, the fourth line's actually doing real good. Defensive core, Morgan Reilly, Ethan Bear, they got themselves back to being pluses. And what about you? Yeah, Corpusalo, he's getting that save percentage up there. He went on a good little stretch. Way to go, buddy. So we're going to end it right there, ladies and gentlemen. The next video, we will take it up to the trade deadline. Might as well do the trade deadline in the next video because it does feel like we're on autopilot. Fan art, if you guys have any suggestions, go nuts. But I really do like the feel of the year 2 Toronto Maple Leafs. The future is still coming. Like I said, teams like Tampa and Boston, they're true contenders. We're young still, all right? The John Tavares signing put us ahead a little bit, but we still got some young players, and the future is looking so bright for Austin Matthews. If I get him playing like this, he'll be 93, 94 next year, and that's going to help out with the real-time sim come the playoffs. The higher overall rated players, all right? So the year 2 Leafs are looking good. We're a true contender, but the way that I've reshaped this squad, if we have a great regular season, the year 3 Leafs are going to look fantastic. Nylander is going to be 90 overall. Vogel and Grigorenko are going to be high 80s. Liljegren's going to be mid 80s. Bear's going to be mid 80s. Gavrikov low 80s. All right, I'm going to have everybody up there. And if Korpusalo continues to play well, oh baby. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you all in the next video. Hey guys, Johnny here, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give us a like, hit that subscribe button, and make sure notifications are on so you don't miss out on any new content. We also live stream on Twitch where I take days off my life for your entertainment. Sonny Gray, get out of it. You stupid pieces of shit! I should have gone with Jose for Fernandez! Oh my god. Pitching change. Fernandez, get your ass in there. Oh, I swear to God. Baseball god just decided to all over me. Grand slam. Oh, yeah. Make me miss the playoffs with a first-ranked team. Year 2, 30 games above 500. No divisional win. Trip to the wild card. First inning.